Hi everyone, I am back with a couple more journals to offer up for purchase. These are from my own collection. I made them for myself and intended to keep them, but over time I have found that just storing them and not using them, I just don't see the point. So I would like to just put them out there in the world for anyone who would enjoy them. I'm gonna start with this one. It is probably the biggest journal I've ever made. It's, I'd say well over 6 inches wide, 6.5 I'd say, and over 9 inches tall. This is a dark blue cover. It was a Shakespeare collection. And then I completely gutted it, and this I made in October 2014. So this is actually the first time I experimented with hiding my stitches inside the original binding. So I would say this is one of my first hidden spine trial journals. It has 6 signatures with several papers in each signature. The one flaw is that they are not like at the same height. So you can see here a few of them are like stitched up higher, and one of them is really sunken down. But like I said, this was for me at the time. The closure, I just did the holes and eyelets on the cover here with some seam binding that I had sprayed. So that's the closure. And then I've attached this little vintage brooch since then. Okay, so it's a very big journal. There's a combination in here of pattern pages, some book pages, and then some printables, things that I found on the internet. I made some tuck spots throughout as well. And these brown pages are the packaging that you get in your shipments from Amazon and that sort of thing. So these I kind of flattened all out, and so they're all crinkly and wrinkled. So tuck spots, cards. This I had done, I designed it in Photoshop and then made a cut file for my Cameo. Another tuck spot on the bottom here. Card. Another tuck spot. And these were also done on my Cameo. So they're kind of like just edges. I didn't have those border punches at the time, the kind of like Martha Stewart and all that. I didn't have any. And I had a Cameo, so I had designed my own. Another card. This is the center of the signature, and this was inspired by Michelle at the Paper Addiction. This is how she would kind of conceal the threads at the center of a signature. So that was an idea I had taken from her. These little fishtail banners were inspired by Rachel, who used to be Rachel Jazzy Creations on YouTube. She was one of the first people that was doing junk journals like this. So this one I did with the larger die cut and then a smaller one in the middle, so it created kind of like this shape here. A lot of the images were from the Graphics Fairy back before the premium membership. This was the freebies on her blog. Envelope. And so this one here was truly a joy to make, and I just know that it's not something that I will ever use. So if anyone is interested in this one, it is listed now. This one some of you might recognize. This was intended for me to fill with love quotes. So it has a lot of tags and pockets in there throughout. And I even have a few of the tags in there that I've handwritten some quotes on. Some of them were like on the catalog card generator that I printed already typed. It ended up being something that it was just more fun to make the journal than to actually use it after. That's where my strength lies, or my focus lies. It's in the creation of the journal. It's not so much using it afterwards. And so that's why I'm left with these journals that I made thinking I might use them. I just know that I won't. It's not in me to do that. So this gorgeous cover was just embellished with some lace and these corners, and I will link the original video to this. This here I have since changed the embellishment on the spine. The original one is something that belonged to my daughter, and I've got something special planned for that. So I took it off and I added this gorgeous little embellishment that was gifted to me a long time ago, just because it goes really well with some of the stuff that I used in here. So the closure is a button that I wired on, and then I made the hole on the back for the elastic, so it just holds it together like this. Throughout here I used a lot of printables from Loving Sweetness, which match this gorgeous little bottle cap embellishment. So these were intended for quotes, and so as you can see here, I've got one written in. A couple of here. And there's stitching all the way through and all kinds of collaging. A lot of the pages are original to the book, which I gutted completely and then added the pages back in. So here there's some stitching. This is from Loving Sweetness. tags. And if you don't like that I wrote on some of these, you could certainly just eliminate them. I just want to keep them in there in case you're interested in reading the quotes first, and then you can decide what you'd like to do with them. Some of these are from Cavallini, from their little packages where you get the tags and the paper bags. Just a collage little heart on this guy here. Here's another quote. And this is the catalog card generator. It's like an online website at the time. I'm not sure if it's there anymore. I could see if I can include the link to that. This was made in January 2015, by the way. Here's one of those little Cavallini bags. Here I made like a little window. It's a plastic card. These are collage elements from Loving Sweetness. More tags. This one here, I put it in a little bag. And I framed her face with an intricate little die cut. Another bag from Cavallini. This is another one that I had so much fun making. There's another quote. Some more cards. This one here is just attached with a paper clip. And a glassine bag with greeting card. It has a bit of a Jane Austen feel to it because of the romantic quotes and the time period. So this one is also ready to go to its forever home. So I will be back with the next round for the Destash as soon as I can. Thanks, bye!